TV3 is at Spartan Stadium for the final regular season high school football game. It is Connersville and Batesville, the game of the week on TV3. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV3 Game of the Week with Ron Wiley. This is Fran Schommel. We are at Spartan Stadium on the campus of CHS and just minutes away from the kickoff and start of this game between the Spartans and the Batesville Bulldogs. Ron, before talking about tonight, a week ago the Spartans traveled to Lawrenceburg and played their best game of the season. A tough loss for the guys that wear the Spartan red and white. The final score was 27-26.
They had it with a couple of minutes to go.
Right. Deep
in Lawrenceburg territory, fumbled, gave Lawrenceburg excellent field position, walked away with a loss.
That game was tied at 14 at halftime, and the Spartans had a lead after 3, but they were unable to score in the final period, and Lawrenceburg pushed through a couple of touchdowns for the difference.
That is one of those losses that you get from the jaws of victory that can really sting, especially when we haven't had a victory all season long. Hopefully it doesn't carry over to this week's game.
Hope not. The Spartans had a missed point after kick. It was blocked
rare
in the ball game.
Yeah.
That's 1 point there, and they had a 2-point conversion that was not successful. So that was the difference.
That's one of those games, again, that it can really have a hangover effect, but it can also really make us hungrier. We are definitely a hungry team going after our first victory of the season, especially on senior night. We're very hungry, so hopefully we're even more hungrier to get a victory tonight as we head to the sectional next week.
If these guys pick up where they left off last week, why, we should be okay.
We played that game against the East Central NFL team. That's basically what they are.
There you go.
And we played a very good game. Even though we lost 69-3, we played a good game in a sense that we did not make any terrible mistakes.
Right.
Again, we make some mistakes. Obviously, every team does, but we didn't make any mistakes that really hurt us as we had in the past. So, hopefully, again, we improved last week against Lawrenceburg. Almost had the victory. Let's hopefully we have that climb up the pole of being better and have a victory tonight against this Batesville team that's very strong.
Tonight's opponent, the Bulldogs, bring a 6-1, 2-loss record to Spartan Stadium. They have wins over Jennings County, Milan, Riceville, Lawrenceburg, Greensburg, and Franklin County. Batesville lost to South Dearborn and East Central. The Spartans also lost to South Dearborn and East Central, 2 of their 8 losses. The Spartans score an average of 12 points a game, Batesville 33 points a game. The Spartans give up an average of 44 points a game. The Bulldogs hold their opponents to half that, to 22 points. Landon Serqua, a 5'11 junior for CHS, is the Spartans' leading scorer with 8 touchdowns and with 1,272 yards rushing on 295 carries.
That's good.
They're running out of that fullback position on the team. Landon wears number 42, so we'll watch for him. Adam Kelly, number 2, a 6'3 sophomore, and the Spartans quarterback has connected 35 of 156 passes for 506 yards. Trey Heilige, number 12, a senior, standing 6 feet tall, is Batesville's quarterback. Ron, it seems like he's been playing for years.
I was going to say that name sounds very familiar. It seems like unless they've had a brother, but that last name sounds familiar when it comes to Batesville. And of course, I think he's one of their stars on the basketball team too.
That's right. That kid's good. But he's a senior, so I guess that's good news.
Yeah, that's good news
for Batesville opponents. Right. He's completed 129 of 210 passes for 1,712 yards. He also has carried the ball 159 times and picked up 1,080 yards. So this kid can do it all.
Yes, he can. He's one of those all-purpose players. And one thing that we haven't talked about is the rain. I mean, this field is getting saturated, and looking at the radar, we've got heavy rain for all of this ball game. No lightning or anything, but heavy rain, and that's going to play a big difference on controlling that ball.
The top receiver for Hidledge for Batesville is Austin Seifert. He's a 5'10 senior. He has scored 9 touchdowns after catching passes. Another receiver is number 23 who we'll be looking for. He's a 5'9 sophomore, Jeremiah Lemo. So it will be an interesting ball game. And one other statistic we might pass along is that in 8 ball games, Batesville has fumbled once.
Wow.
And lost it, and that's it.
That's unbelievable.
That's protecting the ball.
That definitely protected the ball. And again, talking about the rain, that could change easily. I don't know if they've played in any rain this year, if they've, had. But again, one time, no matter what, that's how you do it.
Yeah, that's almost impossible to think, but that's the statistic. So we'll see in this ball game here tonight as we are at Connersville, as you say, on a rainy night, and we are just about to get underway in this final regular season game number 9 for high school football all around Indiana tonight. A week from tonight, sectional will begin.
Yeah, we host Richmond.
Richmond will be coming to Spartan Stadium for the second time this season to take on the Spartans. They came here back in August to open the season, went away with a victory. Spartans in their home red uniforms, of course, and Batesville blue and white.
The Spartans, again, one of the things that has really been our Achilles heel is the turnovers. Again, turnovers are never good at any time.
Right.
It just seems like when we make them, it's the worst possible time. And this rain, I'm very worried about the rain. We have a very heavy run offense. And, again, we got to control that ball. With that stat of only fumbling one time, Batesville is. They're going to control it.
Absolutely, and it will be Batesville kicking off to the Spartans, and number 13 does their kicking. He is Nate Slevin, a 6'2 senior for the Bulldogs, and here we go with the opening kick of tonight's ball game. Here on TV3, happy to have you with us.
They look like the Colts out there.
Right, blue and white. There's a kick that will maybe travel out of bounds.
Yep.
Yes, it does, so the Spartans will be putting it in play right around the 35, right?
I forget which way. 35's for one of them. I think it's a 25.
Okay.
No, I think it is a 35. You're right, Frank.
Yeah, right. Well,
there was one time we got it at the 25. I don't remember why.
The officials sometimes kind of make their own rules as we go along.
They took a touchdown away from us from East Central on that trick play.
Right. So the Spartans in good field position here, thanks to the kickoff rolling out of bounds on the far side. And the Spartans on their first offensive play will line up. They'll send a receiver wide to the near side. Kelly under center. Takes a snap. Here's a handoff, and Batesville greets the ball carrier and pushes him back about 10 yards, but I think the ball will be put at the 34, so it'll be a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, he got met rudely by that, again, coming through there. I mean, there was one of their, as you saw in the replay, just untouched from
they just were on him right now. As soon as he had the ball, he had company.
Yeah, and we've had that way too many times this year,
That's right. We failed in our protection of Kelly on the passing, and we haven't been able to. Right, we haven't been able to get a run it away because the other team's defense is just really diagnosed our play, or I'm not sure. It's flipped to Circula. He'll get up to the line of scrimmage, a pickup of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Spartans.
Yeah, and one of the things is that we've just been dominated at the line. That's the problem all season long, is that our offensive line, as you said, has not had given protection to Adam, has not been given protection to the running backs.
Right.
And, when you're being tackled immediately as you're getting the ball handed to you, that's an issue that needs to be corrected.
Right. I mean, we've seen that all season long.
The first series always is that statement series.
Yes.
And we don't want to give the defense a statement. There's our blitz.
Here we go with the play. Pitch out coming to the near side and immediately down after a pickup. A loss on the play, and it's going to be 4th and long for the Spartans, and here comes the punt.
Yeah, that was, good defense, good pressure. As you see, number 55, he, blitzed, and again, no blocking at all.
No.
And nice,
Can't,
nice
as
tackle.
you say, they can't get started. And here we go with the punt.
Yeah, that was a good tackle, but also led with the head. Got to watch that.
High snap from center, but
That's not a good punt.
short
Went off his
ball
foot.
will come down in Connersville territory, and it'll be right at the 50-yard line. Batesville will take over, and we'll see the Bulldogs offense for the first time.
Yeah, that's one thing, too, that you got to watch, too, on the punch. The extra points, the ball's slippery. It could kick off,
Yes.
as you saw right there, slip off the foot. And, Batesville, they've got good field position to start their series.
So the Bulldogs go on offense. Quarterback will be number 12. He'll be the guy to watch, Heidlich. Send receivers wide to both sides.
And we're off. Yep.
Yeah, whistle stops play. So mark off against the Spartans. That'll put the ball at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, without question, just a little jittery right there on the end, and
Yes.
cost us 5.
Bulldogs will line up again. Here's a snap from center. Heidlich keeps the football to the Spartan line. Picks up about 2 or 3 yards. Let's see where they spot the ball.
I'm shocked he picked up that many yards. I mean, he had a receiver wide open on his slant pattern, and he goes up the middle and carries 3 or 4 of our guys for 3 or 4 extra yards.
It's at the 42-yard line. Be 2nd and 2.
That's first down.
Plunges through the Spartan line, and the ball carrier gets down to the 30-yard line.
You have to, when they make that initial tackle as they go no huddle, as you make that initial, touch right there. Again, got to be able to stop them, right? You get 3 or 4 yards
hands
there.
off. Spartans defense moves in a fumble, and the Spartans apparently have recovered. Big first mistake of the ball game, and the first break of the game goes to the Spartans.
The second fumble of the season
That's
for
right.
Batesville, and we get the ball.
Maybe we jinxed them talking about how great they are with fumbles.
Yeah, again, that ball is definitely slippery as you see the towel on it, which the towel's getting wet, so it's...
Break for the Spartans. It'll be at their own 29, 1st and 10. Let's see what happens.
Got to make them pay on that.
Spartans line up tight formation this time. Let's see what Kelly calls.
He's not under. I think that's that wasn't Kelly behind. That was Lynch.
Okay, Gavin Lynch, the freshman.
Yeah, Kelly's out.
Kelly's on the sideline. That's right. I see him now.
He's coming back now.
Okay, yeah, he'll enter the game after getting a play from his dad, who's the head coach.
We're going backwards. We're not going forward against this defense.
That's right. Lost a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 for Connersville.
Again, getting a fumble is great, but we have to do something with it.
That's right. Take advantage of the break, right? They don't come very often.
No, especially not against this team.
Tight formation. And there's a big pileup of players at the 31-yard line.
I wonder when they called the whistle on that. I mean, he was going and going and going. Gained about 2 or 3 yards the very hard way on that.
After they umpile.
Yeah, see that, sea of red and white right
Yes.
there, and you can't see Kelly. Well, you see him there a little bit, but the Spartans' first positive, well, really the second positive yards, but the first time we got a positive yard, we went back to. So, again, got to solve this riddle very early of this strong
3rd and 8.
defense.
Connersville.
Yeah, and it's Lynch again behind center.
Right. Number
And he
15.
fumbles.
Loose football. He picks it up, and a couple of white guys in white flip him down and throw him down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, you just again can't have that happen. Brings 4th down, get a couple of positive yards, and go back 5 or 6 yards. It's going to be a long night if we can't correct this very soon.
Punt coming up. Connersville. Cole Martin will do the punting. Standing at his own 10-yard line. Snap from center, another high snap, but he brings it down. And another punt that will be
just not good.
Out of bounds. Goes out at the 41, 42-yard line. See where the refs put it down. Right at the 40. Ball be at the 40-yard line of Connersville. Batesville takes over.
Yeah, just not a good punt. I'm not sure if it was designed that way or if it came off his foot again, but we can't be giving them this kind of territory and expect them that they're going to fumble.
No, they're
each time.
in great field. They're in great field position. Heidlich coming in from the far sidelines. He wears gloves.
Yeah, well, you'd have to with
on a night like this,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah. And I'm not sure why they expect that talent.
Boy, they spread their formation.
Yeah, they did.
There's Heidlich keeping a ball, finds a hole. And finally, he's caught at the 34-yard line of Connersville.
Brought down by Lynch.
A little bit short of the first down.
I mean, he was through there quickly. I mean,
That's
very,
right,
very quickly. Nice tackle there.
Batesville, no huddle. Brings the ball to the near side. Ball carrier is Heidlich, and he's thrown out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I think he came a little bit short of the first down, but I kind of worry about, but there was no flag on that.
Nice defense for the Spartans as Heidlich was heading for the near sidelines, hoping to find a hole, but closed quickly. It'll be 3rd and 1. Timeout called, or they're stopping play. Okay, is that what they're going to do? Measure? Yes.
Yeah. I know it is a first down there. And I wonder where they placed the ball. I thought, man, that's awfully close, but nobody said anything until now.
So 1st and 10 for Batesville, the 30th Connersville.
Yeah,
no score in this ball game yet.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
It may end here shortly.
Yeah,
I think it is right now as Heidlich finds a hole up to the center of the Spartan line and gets it to the 10-yard line.
Very impressive with Heidlich here. He sees that lane, Fran, and he blitzes right through it, and you guys are going to be a force to reckon with tonight.
No huddle by this Batesville team. They line up quickly. Man in motion. Here is the play, and
Heidlich again.
Spartans will anticipate that play. It's going to be a gain on the play. So it's going to be right around the 10 again.
Yeah, it looks like they may have gotten
Did they pick up a little?
maybe a yard or two on it. Yeah,
they're moving the chains a little bit.
Yeah, they better keep going the chain gang because these guys are ready to go.
Heidlich takes a snap,
and he is short.
Right down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, it's a one-man machine right here. But he's followed his blockers, friend. They're doing their job, and they're protecting him, and they're getting him those lanes to run through, and he's taking advantage of it.
Jaden Murray was the Spartan who brought the ball carrier down.
Boy, this rain is just coming down heavily.
3rd down for the Bulldogs near the Spartan end zone.
I'm not sure
Whistle stops play. Going to change football. Or walking off.
Legal procedure.
Okay, 5-yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, they can still get a first down, Fran, right at the 1.
Right. Ball put in play. Heidlich keeps it, and he's in this time.
Impressive. I mean, that's the only word you can come up with when you describe what that kid did on that series. Very, very impressive. It was all him.
Well, yeah, it's easy to see that he controls this team.
Yeah, and you talk about his passing stats, not too bad at all.
No.
So, I'd hate to see them air it out. But I think they want to, get out of this range, so they're going no huddle running, and with him they can do it.
That's the way they do it all season long. They've gone no huddle. Here's a point after try. Number 13, the point after kick, and it's up, and it is
good.
Good. 7-0 is the score here with 5 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the opening period as Batesville takes the lead.
That's exactly what you want your offensive line to do, friend. You want your offensive line to create those lanes. You want your offensive line to give actually, they really didn't provide any protection because it wasn't pass, stepping out or backing up the pass. But again, creating those lanes, the pulls from the guards to go to where the quarterback was going to run. So, very, very disciplined, very, very well executed on the offensive line. They need to get some kudos their way for how they executed. Look at that rain right there, friend. That's
right.
just,
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Not a good
Play
night.
to take
No.
for the Bulldogs. Lynch Tool.
Here we
19
go
for the
as the
Spartans.
ball's teed up by the kicker for the Bulldogs. Haven't seen them pass yet, Ron.
Yeah, I don't think
so
they probably will.
That's
just
right.
go,
You're
yeah.
probably right. It was the
Yeah,
weather
try to
wave.
get out of here, yeah.
End over end, taken at the 10, drop, picked up at the 15,
And it's a fumble.
the
And
Spartans
yeah.
are,
Fumble on the
Ball
play.
carrier
Belongs
is
to
hit.
recover.
and it looks as though Batesville has recovered the fumble.
At the 14 or 16. You're at the 16.
Ball is
On
counted
the
at
other side of the
16,
15, but
first and 10 for the
it's at the
Bulldogs.
16. So, again, just not. That's just not. It's poor the way to handle the ball right there, and got to give our defense a rest. We're not.
That's right. I mean, it's really tough on those kids to have to go on defense again.
Yeah.
Braden Schaefer was the boy who took the kick and started upfield when he was hit and let the football get away from him. So Batesville will be recovering and taking over deep in Spartan territory.
Yeah, he's in the just because he's in the shotgun doesn't mean he's going to be passing.
1st and 10. Heidlich takes the ball,
Heidlich on the
runs
keeper,
to
they
his
run
right.
down
A couple of Spartans
in
grab
the
him and drop him.
backfield by Beckman.
Maybe he's picked up a
With
yard
Whiteman.
or so.
No, I think he may have lost a
Oh,
yard.
okay.
It looked like he may have lost at least a
Tried to
yard on
turn the
that.
corner. I think you're right.
Yeah, good defense there from the Spartans. They read that very well.
2nd and 11. Again, no huddle offense
There he goes
for
again.
Batesville. And
Heidlich
here
on
he
the
comes to the
keeper.
near side. And
blocking, and
Heidlich
he's in. He hit
is
the pylon.
into
That's
the end
touchdown,
zone.
yeah.
And he has scored his 2nd touchdown of this ball game.
Wow, that was beautiful. Watch him get to blocking right here. He's just watching his blockers, and then he sees the pylon, and he turns on the jets right here as he comes in. All he's got to do is hit that pylon and get the ball over, and he does, and he's in.
Running to his left, a Spartan drags him down, but not before he gets into the end zone.
That was brilliant.
Well, they scored with a little over 5 minutes, and now they score with 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
Yeah, they didn't take any time on that.
Point after try coming.
Play to take
Yeah,
for
that makes up for that
Bulldogs.
fumble that they had.
That's
and
right.
Stopped us, and
Kick is good, so it runs to a 14-0 score.
Connersville just has to just regroup right now and not let it get to them. It is a long night because of the rain. Anything can happen. We've seen them fumble.
So the Bulldogs kicking off for Connersville. Again, 4:48 left here in the opening period.
They look good. Boy, Matt, I tell you what, if you had their quarterback on East Central, how dangerous they would be.
That's right.
He may
I
be the
agree.
most. Yeah, he may be the most impressive player we've seen this season.
Yeah, this kid, he does it all, I think.
But and that just shows you how good he is, because he's done everything, and we just haven't stopped.
Yeah,
him.
his statistics, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what they are individually, but they must be monumental.
Yeah.
And over end, and it will be taken
That's
at
another
the
fumble.
another loose ball by the Spartans,
Ball
but
line.
the ball carrier, I think, falls on
There's
it.
a 27-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartan offense.
He knew how to just. I'm just going to go slide on it.
Now you can see him sliding along
Yeah.
the wet grass.
He could have slid another 5 extra yards. The way the ground was.
That's right. Okay, what's 26-yard line where it's
Yeah.
placed, and Spartans go to work on their own 26, down 14-0. 4:45 on the first quarter clock.
Got to make something happen here, Fran, on this series.
Spartans send a receiver wide to the near side, but the
That's
ball
the
is
ball
kept
carrier.
by the
He's gonna run
Spartans.
some defenders
Goes to the
across the
32-yard line,
to
a
the
pickup
32.
of about 5.
Picked up about 5 right there.
Second
Again,
and
that's our longest play of the game so
Yes.
far. We had a 3 or 4 yarder the time we had the ball before. Again, every time we've had a positive play, we've lost almost double of what we gained. So hopefully we don't lose 10 yards on this one.
Spartans huddle.
Got to, without question, if we want to stay in this ballgame, this is a series that we have to score, Fran.
Tight formation by Connorsville. Kelly under center. Hands off, and the ball carrier gets to the 31-yard line where he's met by the fellows in white.
Circle the ball carrier.
Yeah, Circus didn't have any footing on that. Slipped, as we're probably going to see a lot of that as well.
Third down coming up for the Spartans. We'll call it 3rd and 5.
Field still looks very good despite the fact that we've gotten all this rain. Of course, as the game goes on, we're going to see a lot more of the mud in the middle. Of course, the kids love playing in the mud. They just want to win. And there's a flag. I think it's going to be against us.
I'm not sure.
No, them.
Yeah, I think the official's pointing toward Batesville.
Yeah, that's good.
Sure what happened. See
Yep.
what the officials call. Calling 5 yards off against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I like that. That makes it 3rd and very, very
That's
dangerous.
right. Spartans close now to
Yep.
1st and 10. They got to pick up a yard, and their yards have been hard to come by
That's
for
right.
CHS.
Yeah, and I think we need to go for it, even if this is 4 down right here, just to give her. Wow.
I don't think
No.
it'll be
Ball
close.
carrier.
I don't know if
Close.
they'll give it to him or not. But
No, but Ford-
let's see as they umpire.
The way that the side judge is, we may have a. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
is
did
yeah,
give it to him.
they do. I thought it was going to make it very close to the forward progress, but they pushed him back very quickly, and the side judge was walking up. Looked like definitely was going to give him first down, and they got it. So again, momentum is starting to shift on our side. That's, I don't care if we have 3 or 4 yards at a time, as long as we don't have to have the big plays like them. It's not going to get us 14 points if we score from here.
At the 37-yard line of Connorsville, 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
But we need to score.
Easier said than done, Ron.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Circle takes a handoff, gets to the 40-yard line.
I mean, every play they draw up is designed to score, right? But it just doesn't happen all the time. Boy, the officials getting a workout with these balls.
That's right.
These balls in and out.
When they place the ball down, they keep it covered. A little over 2 minutes to go in the opening period. Batesville up by a couple of touchdowns. Spartans have the football. It'll be 2nd down coming up for CHS, 2nd and 8. Warren Toole comes to the near side. He's the wide receiver. Kelly under center. Hands off, and no.
Yeah,
Kelly keeps the ball and tries to turn the corner. Gets nowhere. Gets to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 8 for Connorsville.
Yeah, he took it. Kind of fooled me. Again, forward 14, and just didn't have anybody out there to protect him. Anybody out there to
nobody opened a lane for Adam. And
if you're going to have those plays, you got to be able to get somebody out there ahead of him to open up something for him. He can't do everything on his own.
3rd down coming up for CHS, 3rd and 8.
Because, this is a very fast defense. very, very fast.
Well, they're fast offense and defense.
Yeah, sure, you're right. You're absolutely right. Here comes the blitz again.
These kids.
55 is right there. That was unbelievable.
Ball pitched out. Circle, and he had guessed right now.
Oh, yeah. He was ready. He saw that before they even played. Look at him right here. There's no stopping that guy.
No.
And again, leading with his head. That's twice he's hit and landed in the head.
So loss on the play, 4th down coming up, and then to do the punting is Martin. He'll be standing at the 21-yard line of Connorsville.
Need to give a good punt.
Batesville. That's a good snap from center this time, but the ball will be out of bounds in Connorsville territory, about the 46.
I have it looks like it's going to be at the 44.
Yeah, you're right.
It was only a couple of yards, difference right there. Not sure what's going on.
Batesville takes over. Well, it's finally spotted at the, 44-yard line.
Yeah.
A little over half a minute left to play in the first period here tonight as Heidlich comes in from the far side after getting a play from their coach.
They've started in our position every time, and they started at the 50 at one time, but we haven't been on the other side of the field.
No, all the plays been on the Spartans' end of the field.
Yeah.
And Heidlich keeps the football, and his forward motion carries him to the 45-yard line, maybe.
Heidlich on the keeper.
They're pushed back to about the 45.
Beckman on the
I don't think they're
If
giving
we're
him
going to
anything.
keep around the line of scrimmage, we'll keep it at the 44. So 2nd down and 10. Bulldogs out in front in this game as the clock runs down to all the zeros, standing up this first period of play here at Spartan Stadium tonight.
First time we'll be on the other side of the field. It's
Right.
right here, yeah.
It's the TV3 game of the week. Happy to have you with us. Spartan fans right now waiting for something to happen for the Spartans. It's been all Batesville in this first period.
Yeah, even when Batesville made that mistake, that fumble, the second fumble that they've had all season long, amazingly only 2 fumbles all season long in 9 games. That is an unbelievable stat right there. We weren't able to do anything. And then they got the ball back after they stopped us. And again, great field position. They've had fantastic field position all night long. They've taken advantage of it. And before this game gets out of hand, we need to either force a turnover, or we can't let them score.
No, we need to keep them from scoring.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how you do that.
It's hard because, I mean, these kids.
They average 33 points a game on offense.
Yeah. And we give up 44, so it's.
Right. And they play the same teams Connersville does in the Eastern Indiana Conference.
So they know each other, and again, we know that their quarterback is their guy, that he's going to be 95% of the offense, or at least he is now.
We start the second period. Batesville will head for the West Goal here at Spartan Stadium.
And that's what's troubling, Fran, is the fact that we know that their guy is, and we still can't stop him.
Right. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Receivers.
Oh, wow, there's a pass.
It's a pass to the far sideline. Number 33, and the Spartans
they run out of bounds.
shove him out of bounds after a pickup of around 5 yards.
We got 3rd and 6.
Officially 4.
Braden Linkle, he's a 5'10 junior at Batesville High, was
Another pass.
receiver. Comes to the near side this time, and this one Spartans diagnosed pretty well. They get the ball carrier, and he's dropped it around the 36-yard line, maybe 37.
They're going to make one of our guys miss again. They get 2 or 3 yards after we make initial contact.
3rd down coming up, 3rd and 2,
He made it.
and
It could be close.
it'll be close to the 1st and 10. Officials stop the clock to figure out where the ball will be placed, and it will be.
Yeah, it's very close from where we're at. They'll probably bring them out to at least measure. That's awfully close. I don't know how you can say it from. So it looks like they're going to bring.
They're looking at it carefully. The refs. I think they're going to.
They're bringing the chains out.
Close to 1st and 10 for Batesville.
I think they may be. They could be a little bit short. We'll find out
Ball
here.
at the 35-yard line of Connersville.
And they'll go for it. I mean, there's no reason not to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty much a given.
Chains stretched, and let's see
Yeah.
what happens.
We do not have
A little bit short. Just short.
T-shirts being tossed into the grandstand.
Oh no, it's our ball now. That's right. That was 4th down. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought that was our ball. Yeah, we stopped them. Yeah, okay, that's right.
Okay, good play. Good defense by the Spartans.
I was off.
Right, I'm like you. I thought that was 3rd down.
Yeah.
So our Spartans take over in their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, we needed to prevent them from scoring. Now let's do something with it. Again, it doesn't matter if we, have a 65-yard run right now, or we get 65 yards in 10 plays. It doesn't matter, or 20 plays. It doesn't matter. As long as we score, we need to score. We're not going to tie them up this series.
Second quarter just getting underway here at Spartan Stadium tonight on the TV3 game of the week. Kelly at quarterback, and his teammates behind him. Hands off to Circle, I believe, and it gets maybe to the 36-yard line.
Gain of 2.
Again, just keep moving forward.
Second down coming up for Connersville. Gave him a couple of yards on that run, make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I tell you what, Landon, 1,200 yards. He's earned every inch of
Yeah,
those yards.
They haven't been easy, have they?
No.
Kelly under center, hands off, and
I may have gained a yard.
Carrier maybe picked up maybe a yard this time.
Back on the ball carrier, picked up a yard or 2.
Yeah, maybe 2 yards on that. Who knows? But again, these third
We
and
got 3rd
longs.
and 6.
These third and longs aren't good.
At the 36-yard line, no. 3rd and 6 for Connersville.
Just not firing, on all cylinders of on offense. Got to mix it up a little bit.
Tight formation by the Spartans.
I'm waiting for 55 to blitz.
The Spartans had to call a timeout. I think there was some confusion out
Yeah.
there as Kelly came over.
Tonight is not
Adam,
only
the quarterback, to talk to one of his teammates.
Night as we work hard to find a way to beat not only breast cancer, but to find a cure
big
for all
third down,
cancer.
and you know how important that this third down is, Fran. The way the punting's been going, it's we don't want them to get the ball back in our territory. So this is a huge third down, and it may be a 4-down territory, even though we're in our territory.
Yes.
The way the punting's been going on, we may, who knows, I don't know, but this is something that, again, we stopped them last time. We need a score right here.
3rd and 6 for Connersville as the timeout is over, and the Spartans will line up in their own territory. They have been there all night long.
They have, yeah.
Haven't been in the opponent's territory yet. Let's see if they can do it this time. And a tight formation by the Spartans. Ref uncovers the ball and go to work. Here is ball carrier coming to the near side and gets to the 43-yard line. It'll be started the 1st and 10.
Again, you're watching right here, and just kind of not really having any footing because of that.
4th and 2.
The field getting saturated.
Jason Beckman carried the ball.
Yeah, again, going to go for it. Got to go for it.
4th down coming up. 4th down and a couple of yards needed for the 1st and 10. Yep, they're going to go for it.
Now look for 55 to blitz. That's what he's done many times when we've had a 3rd and short. Here he goes. He's getting up there.
Wide to the far side.
Wow.
And they're pushing forward. They've got the 1st and 10. Nice move up to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that's very good play. Again, saw 55 coming up here, but he was actually tackled by number 53, which is a penalty, but nonetheless, nobody saw it, and we got the 1st down.
Adam carried the ball.
That was a very good play, yeah.
1st and 10 for the Spartans, their own 49-yard line.
We read the blitz and picked it up and was able to create enough space in the lane to get that 1st down. We're inching ever so closely into their territory.
Tight formation by the Spartans again.
Yeah, Lynch is quarterback.
Lynch, number 15, the freshman quarterback. Hands off, the ball into Batesville territory at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier get it across
Yeah, again,
midfield
doesn't
to
matter
territory.
how many yards we get as long as we keep going forward. Finally, seems like we're finding some sort of rhythm on offense. As Lynch is still looks like he's going to be behind center.
2nd down and 6 for Connersville in Batesville territory for the first time tonight. Lynch takes the ball, hands off.
Goes for the ball carrier.
Maybe a yard pick up. Circle him, moves the ball to the 46-yard line.
We got 3rd and 5.
3rd down, 5 for the 1st down. Spartans need.
Well, I tell you what, Lynch is the smallest guy out there by far, at least on our team, and but he plays like he's one of the biggest guys. We've said that week in and week out.
Right, the freshmen playing against seniors, and
that are much bigger than he is.
That's right. You got to give the kid credit. He keeps the football, and breaks out for a big gain down to the 33-yard line.
Very nice play there from.
Got some good
again, right here. Lynch sees the opening right there, and he's going through. And
his teammates open up a lane for him. And
very nice lane.
Big pickup, the first big pickup of the night.
Yeah, very nice there from.
1st and 10 for the
Gavin.
Spartans at the 33-yard line of Batesville.
Like watching him play.
Well, let's see what happens on this play. It's a tight formation this time. The Spartans don't put anybody wide.
Two of the ball carrier.
Joel got that, and he's got 2 yards maybe on that one.
Warren Toole, a senior, moves the ball to the 32-yard line. Is that where they're going to spot
it? Looks like it's on the
32.
32. Yeah. Warren is one of those players. Going to be sad to see him go.
He's one of the 10 seniors on this team that they're honoring tonight.
Yeah, last game here on this field, at least regular season. Next week have it here against Richmond.
2nd down coming up for Connersville, 2nd and 9, tight formation.
Kelly's back under center.
Adam calls the signals, takes this ball.
Third with the ball carrier.
Ball is moved to about the 28-yard line. Who carried the ball that time, Ron? Was it Circle?
Yeah, looks like it was Circle. Here comes Gavin again, and I'm wondering if going to the two quarterback, and again, not to say Gavin, but with his size, he can hide a little bit, disguise himself, which would, I think, pay dividends to that long run he had.
3rd and 5 for the Spartans. There's a pitch out to the far side to Beckman.
Yeah.
Turns a corner and is going to be short of the 1st and 10 as they move the sticks a little bit, and it's going to be 4th and 3.
Yeah, still got to go for it right here, and it's one of those plays right there where there was there was against two
Lynch
against.
Pitches out to Jason Beckman.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, there's 2-3 guys right there in white, and we, don't have anybody that could, lead a block.
Fourth down coming up. Spartans need a couple of yards.
Got to make it happen right here. We went off, darn it.
Flag, penalty, marker is thrown, and
Circo's not happy with himself. He's number 55. That scared us. I still think we probably will go for it.
Bring up 4th and 7.
5-yard mark off against the Spartans.
Yeah, it makes it 4th and very, very long.
Going to make it tougher this time.
Yeah,
very. A little bit.
But again, 55. That guy he's made his presence felt, and he, snuck up there, and it just. Landon was like, okay, I got to get this guy out of here.
4th down coming up for the Spartans in Batesville territory, the 31-yard line. Yep, they'll go for it.
Yeah, they should go for it. Got to keep the momentum going a little bit.
Kelly rolls out, looks for somebody downfield, got a receiver, but the ball is
intercepted,
knocked away and tipped up. And the Batesville boy recovers, brings it upfield.
And he could go all the way.
40,
he could go all the way. He's only got one guy to beat.
And the Spartans finally drag him down, but not before he gets into Connersville territory at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Kelly saved that touchdown. That's trying to make something happen, and Kelly just didn't have enough oomph on that one. And if you're going to throw it to one of our receivers, get one of our tall guys, which we did, but just. And then 33 just had a great run back.
Yeah, it's Braden Linkle. He's a junior at Batesville High School, but brought the Batesville fans to their feet. And the Bulldogs have the ball in Connersville territory at the 41. 1st and 10 with 4:10 on the first half clock. Through the middle, maybe a couple of yards.
One thing we have to remember, Fran, is that it's still only 14-0. We need to stop them right here, but we have to stop them. Man, it just goes without saying that's elementary.
Heidlich in the shotgun fires the ball to the near side. Oh, loose ball as is knocked away from the intended receiver, but it's out of bounds.
Yeah,
it's a nice defense by the Spartans to stop Austin Seifert. He's one of the prime receivers for this Batesville crew.
Yeah, and it feels like it's much more than 14-0. But again, stop them here. Let's hopefully we get the ball back.
They're down and 8 for the Bulldogs. Seifert takes a snap from center and throws it out of bounds.
And intended for number 22, Seifert
near side.
Yeah, Heidlich is, again, 4th down right here. They're going to punt and get us deep in our territory. We did what we had to do.
Backing up, ready for the punt.
I'm surprised why they're shaking it up a little bit. They did so well when they would just on the arm of the quarterback or the back of the quarterback, follow his legs. But that's okay.
First punt of the ball game coming up by Batesville. Snap from center is a good one, and the punt will be high, but not very long, I guess, around the 30-yard line. Finally rolls, and
number 7 on Batesville got nailed by one of our guys, by number 18. He got taken out. Brent Jones nailed number 7 as he's late to get up. He finally got up, and yeah, we got the ball. Again, we've the last couple of series we've done well, but again, I'm surprised how Batesville is shifting. They're not going to their bread and butter.
That's right, what they did in the opening drives.
So, they get the ball at the start of the 3rd quarter. So if we can, this would be a long, 82 yards. We're on
right around the 20-yard line is where the Spartans put the ball and play their own territory. Here comes the play, and rushing play up maybe a couple of yards. Pick up. Let's see.
Pick up a couple yards on the carry.
Going back to that interception, the last. Again, no protection for Adam at all. Had to force him out of the pocket. Great coverage there from Batesville. Just not a good offensive series for the Spartans last time that drizzled out. We got to hit pay dirt on this one.
Second down coming up for the Spartans, 2nd and 8. Their own territory, under 3 minutes to play, and the first half of tonight's game, Batesville out in front.
Hey, you know what's going to happen, Francis.
Senators Kelly firing a pass that is incomplete.
Yeah, should have had that one.
Intended for Beckman at a 26, 27-yard line, falls incomplete.
Not the best pass, but it wasn't unmanageable. Beckman should have got that one. But again, it's
third down coming up for the Spartans. 3rd and 7.
You know what's going to happen when Batesville comes out. Again, hopefully they don't get the ball back here in this quarter, but I would almost bet the next time they get the ball, whether it's now or the start of the 3rd quarter, they're going to go back on the legs of Heidlich.
Probably, yeah.
That would make sense. There's some lead blockers out here. Let's do something with it.
Ball flipped out to Toole, comes to the near side, and is downed right around the line of scrimmage.
Again, we had some lead blockers out here, but nothing. Just very good. You got to watch some of the hold there. And Batesville calls a timeout because they're going to get the ball back. And
4th down coming up for the Bulldogs.
This time about to recognize some corporate sponsors. They are Brunswick Graphic Design.
4th down and 7, and as you say, they call the timeout. That's the only time they huddle is when they call it.
Right, yeah, that's it. That's it for Batesville. They seem to be on the go each time, and that's why I'm surprised that they've gone away from what got them the 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
Earlier in the 1st quarter. was on the legs of their quarterback.
Yeah, they last scored at 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first period.
Yeah, and they had scored less than a minute before that.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
Spartans' defense has looked better as this game has gone along.
Yeah.
Of course, as you say, it may be the Batesville offense that they've changed.
Yeah, they've changed a little bit, Fran. They've started passing the ball. And,
Right.
And when Highledge has gotten the ball, we've been able to stop him. So, we'll see. So, I mean, all credit to the Spartans defense. We just got to offensively do something. That's a much better punt.
Here's the punt. Will be rolling into Batesville territory, finally down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, very nice punt.
So where the Bulldogs will take over with 2 minutes and 8 seconds in the first half clock.
Batesville definitely wants to score right here, Fran, because they get the ball back. So look for no huddle as they've had all game, but very quick.
Let's see what the defensive unit of the Spartans can do here.
Got to stop them.
Highledge comes in from the far side. It's number 12 again. He's the leader of this team.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
Yeah.
He may drive a bus. I don't know.
he just may do that.
Snap from center is fired to a teammate who hugs the near sideline and is right pushed out of bounds at around the 50-yard line.
Yeah, again, had that little bit of that lead blocker just to give a little bit of a space right there.
That was Seifert, number 22, one of his main receivers all season long for Highledge. Ball be spotted at the 49-yard line of Batesville.
Very
second down
passes.
coming up. He fires again to Seifert, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, that's easy.
You're right. I mean, he just had it, and then he dropped it.
Yeah, he wouldn't have gone anywhere because we had our guys.
That's right. Yeah, our kids were ready, waiting for him. Third down coming up for Batesville. Highledge in a shotgun.
You still have 2 timeouts. Well, he's trying to draw us off sides.
Right. Long count.
Yeah.
Now he takes a low snap from
beautiful.
center.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I thought he had
wide open.
number 10 with a couple of Spartan defenders worried the intended receiver, and he took his eyes off the ball, I think, just long enough to let it drop.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, that guy should have caught that one. He was wide open.
Yeah, Austin Pullman was the guy, but some Spartans back there that got his attention. I think one was Braden Schaefer, number 23.
I'm not sure if that was, the pass led him too much or not, but
there's a punt coming up after the Spartans defense looked good on that series.
Yeah, very good.
There's a punt that is high and will be.
Don't touch it, and we did.
Bounces around the inside the 20-yard line.
All that is. That's our ball, thank goodness.
Yes,
that'd have been dangerous.
Once you touch that ball,
yeah, it's live.
Open, get right.
Can't have that
Okay,
happening.
the Spartans take over with 1 minute and 45 seconds to play in the opening half. Down a couple of touchdowns. They're deep in their own territory. Let's see what they can do here in the final under 2 minutes of the first half of this ball game. So the defenses look pretty good. Let's see if we can get the offense.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's been the trouble is the offense just hasn't been. We've started to click.
Yes.
It looked like he fumbled, but
there's players on the ground slipping and falling, and one of our kids helping up a Batesville player. That's nice sportsmanship.
Yeah, I like that when I see that.
Pick up 2 yards on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 8 for Connersville.
Looks like the rain kind of has slowed down a little bit. See a little bit of a drizzle out there. So
Jason Beckman carried the ball for the Spartans. He's one of their leading ground gainers along with Thurqua. Tight formation by the Spartans. Kelly under center, quarterback. The final minute of play in the first period. Up to the 25-yard line, number 42. Thurqua carries the ball. It'll be
3rd and 2.
Third each for short yardage needed for the Spartans. But the clock is about to run out here in the opening half. Ball is spotted at the 26-yard line of Connersville.
Watch him get slammed down right here. I mean, this kid, he takes. Look at that. He knows ice baths probably a lot this year.
Third down and 2 for Connersville, but we're in the final seconds of this first half of play, so this probably will be the final play of the ball game. First half.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're getting ahead of you.
That's right.
That's a first down. Yeah.
Circle carrying the ball. Stops the clock.
10 seconds to go.
10 seconds on the clock. The Spartans to pick up a 1st and 10. The ball spotted at the 30-yard line of Connersville. The timeout being called.
Yeah, we go and say, hey, go for the Hail Mary.
That's right. Adam Kelly fire a left-handed ball downfield and see what happens.
Again, 14-0. It feels like it should be more, but it feels like, our defense is picking it up.
Yeah, here in the second quarter, the defensive units look good.
Yeah, but again, I would expect coming out the second half that it's going to be more Trey Howledge for Batesville.
It'll be interesting to see if they change tactics at halftime.
I just, that's what got them to the 14-0 lead was on his back, and
yes.
they kind of abandoned that. We took advantage of it.
Yes.
But we haven't done anything offensively.
That's
to take
right.
advantage of it. Defensively, we stepped up. We have stopped Trey when he has had the ball a few times.
Break from the huddle, and here we go with the final play of the first half of tonight's game.
Yeah, I'm surprised he called timeout this late in the half.
A couple of receivers wide to the far side for Connersville. About ready to go. Kelly barks out the signals, rolls out for a pass, gets pretty good protection.
Intercepted.
Ball is intercepted by a Bulldog who is dragged down at the 40-yard line.
Yep, and that's where they got 2.1 seconds to go, so they're going to try to throw it to the end zone right now. Again, nice protection from the Spartans.
Right.
But just,
intended for Beckman, and he took off for the receiver and dragged him down.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that.
No.
Yeah, great pass from Adam. It just, didn't see the guy underneath. And
ball is the 39-yard line of Connersville with 2.1 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to go for the end zone. I don't think.
Heidledge trots in from the far sidelines. We pass on his mind, I'm sure.
Yeah. Or maybe with the way he runs.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, they got all their receivers out. Nobody in the backfield. He's
in the shotgun. Yeah, they've spread everybody here. He fires one that will be incomplete. A little bit short, and the clock runs out, and we've reached halftime here tonight in this game between the Batesville Bulldogs and the Connersville Spartans from Connersville. It's the TV3 game of the week, and it was 14-0 at the end of the first period, and it's 14-0 at the end of the first half.
Very, very good defensively.
It should only be 7-0 because we gave them that second touchdown with the fumble.
We did.
And deep in our own territory, and they took advantage of it quickly.
They definitely took advantage of it quickly, and offensively, we just haven't gelled. We need to start gelling offensively. We need to be able to open up the lanes to give our runners opportunity. We need to protect more. That last pass that Adam picked off, the one good thing was that it was a lot of protection there.
Yes.
But, of course, they had a lot of guys deep on that, not rushing as many as you see the rain coming down. How much of a factor will that play into the second half? Again, Batesville was running on all cylinders when it was all the Trey Howledge show.
Yes.
They stopped doing that. Again, our defense picked up.
Yeah, he was quiet in the second half.
Yeah.
The second quarter.
We stopped him a few times when he did run. When he was able to run that a few times, we stopped him. They picked up the passing a lot more. And surprisingly, a lot of the passes were short that were completed, the ones down the middle. It's like they're not catching it, which, hey, we'll take that. So, again, we just need to do something offensively. We need to pick it up offensively.
Hopefully the Spartans can make some changes here at halftime and get on the scoreboard. We're getting ready to honor the seniors play football here at CHS. This is the final game of the regular season. And it's Warren Toole, who is one of the seniors, and he's had a good season, Warren has.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Brent Jones is senior. Braden Schaefer, Jason Beckman. Other seniors are Maxwell Crank, Anthony McLean, Clayton Fox, Connor Smith, Brendan Robinson, and Zachary McQueen are the 10 seniors on this ball game. This is a young ball club. It's got like 15 ninth graders.
Right, I know. We have more ninth graders than seniors. You see Fox right there.
As we pointed out here, kids 14 years old against 18 years old.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
Especially as you see Brent Jones right there. Again, we have not a young team, but also kind of a small team as well.
Yes.
Our guys aren't the biggest guys, but boy, they have a huge heart.
I've got some tall kids, 6'3", but as far as heavy is concerned, we don't have some. I mean, when we played East Central, we saw teams that are being scouted. Players that are being scouted by the University of Cincinnati.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, they're a farm club for the Bengals, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you see the seniors again. This is their last regular season game. Thankfully, they have one next week against Richmond in the sectional, and that's this game right here is a dress rehearsal for that sectional.
This is Brendan Robinson right now, who's on your screen, now, number 73, with his mom and dad.
For 3 years, he is a member of Senior Council, FFA, and FCA.
Number 23 for the Spartans. This is Braden Schaefer.
Boy, my son would be so embarrassed if I had my arm around him like that. He'd be like, "Get off me! What are you doing?"
Yeah, this is always very nice, though, for these kids to be recognized here for their hard work playing football for the Spartans.
Connor Smith.
Number 73 is Brendan Robinson.
Warren Toole, parents Michelle Brown and Dale Toole.
Jane Smith right there on your screen.
Right. Football for 4 years, swimming for 3 years, and track and field for 3 years. He plans to
Number 10 is Shane Smith, with mom and dad.
They're like, geez, the only bad thing, and there's Warren, the only bad thing about being a senior this year, especially on this game, is they don't get to go in the warm locker room to warm up a little bit.
That's right. They have to come out here, right. This is Warren Toole, number 3.
Oh, you can tell he's thrilled. He's
kind of embarrassed, aren't they?
Right, yeah. I want to be with my teammates.
And I think these are some of the senior members of the cheer group, I think.
Yeah, and those girls, they're just as dedicated as look at them out there in the rain. And
unfortunately, I don't have their names or anything that we could recognize them.
They got to practice after school. They got to entertain when we're down. When we're losing, when we're winning. They got to keep that energy up.
Yes. Yes. Well, that's a nice event as the youngsters are brought before the fans. Here on senior night at Connersville.
Peer mentoring for 2 years.
Now this is, their swan song, and absolutely, brings a tear to the parents' eyes as well, because their little babies are seniors in high school.
Especially if they don't participate in another sport.
Right? Yeah,
it's kind of tough on the parents, I would think, thinking, gosh, my child has grown up and soon be out of high school.
Yeah.
He plans to attend IUPUI to study medical imaging and become an ultrasound tech.
Yeah, and a lot of these kids getting ready to go to college next year. And
yes.
Jack and Christy Martin. Ellie has participated in cheerleading for 4 years. She is the president of student council. She is also an active member of National Honor Society.
Some of these kids, I know their parents, and I remember when I was in high school with Jeff right there.
Yes.
Of course, his wife, Dr. Green, eye doctor, fabulous family.
Allie has participated in cheerleading.
It's hard to believe, Jeff and I were in high school together, and he's got one of his little babies, senior in high school.
These again are members of the Connersville senior class that are the cheer group right now.
Yeah.
These gals they work just as hard as the boys, rehearsing and everything. Very dedicated. Have to work their chair in around their academics. Have to keep those up.
Yep. And they do. A lot of these girls.
Yes.
A lot of these girls we'll see at the bowl as well.
Yeah, they work hard in basketball. I'll say that for them.
Yeah, as you mentioned, some of the guys only have one sport. This may be it. They may not play any other sport.
That's true.
Or they may have another sport coming on, in the spring.
Yes.
These girls, they go from here to basketball.
Right.
Parents Jamie and Jerry Venable. Allison has participated in cheerleading for 4 years.
They definitely are appreciated.
Yeah, they add a lot to the games. The fans really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Your Spartanette seniors.
There they are, the seniors for 2018.
Gracie has participated in Spartanette.
Yeah, a lot of girls participate in the cheer section, Spartanettes.
She's a member of FCA, Vocal Jazz Choir, Advanced Treble Choir, Theater, and CHS today. Gracie plans to attend Ball State University for music education.
Don't know how fast it goes by.
That's right. Yeah, it goes by very quickly.
Again, looking at some of these parents that I went to high school with, it's like, wow, we're those people,
Ava plans to attend Ball State University and major in nursing.
Wow.
I think these are the Spartanettes right now. The first group, all in red, were the cheerleaders and things, and these are the Spartanettes. They always perform at the ball games.
Very athletic, the skills that they have, they make it look easy.
Yes.
For 4 years, she is a member of National Honor Society.
Of course, they all have to have umbrellas because of the rainy night here.
Yeah.
This has been a season like we've had. This is our 5th home game. I think we've had rain on 4 of them.
Yeah, we've had some rain, yeah.
Right. I think we had, beginning with the opening ball game of the season, we had some rain.
And I think it was, I forget who, the second game of the season, we had pretty much a huge downpour.
Right.
But, fall finally arrived. This is the first game
That's
where
right.
we've had to wear a coat.
Usually we have this kind of weather throughout the season.
Yeah.
So being the last game of the regular season, why?
We've had some warm games, some very warm games.
Still introducing
seniors tonight.
members of the Spartanettes and cheerleaders at CHS here on this senior night. TV3 game of the week. It is
The senior band
just joined us. Batesville is out in front 14-0 right here. Senior members of the band that are coming out.
And the band, let's not forget the band. They play, their hearts out. They have a beautiful rendition of the national anthem both here and in the bowl as well.
Yes.
And they got a lot of practicing, a lot of rehearsing. They have band contests throughout the season, throughout the year. These kids get up early to practice. They stay late to practice. These kids just as dedicated as any sport and any cheerleader.
Mom and Dad accompanying these kids as they come down the track here at Spartan Stadium. Speaking of the band, they're getting on the field ready to perform here at halftime.
Yeah. Still, those girls out there, they have short sleeve shirts on.
Yeah, these youngsters, these girls.
They need to let them wear a coat. That's
aren't
crazy.
I'm sure they're feeling the effects of
it's too cold. It's not necessary.
Rainy and cold, right.
Let them wear a jacket. Nobody's going to leave. We're not going to think less of the performance if they, keep from getting pneumonia. Wow.
Yeah, they're getting ready to perform here at halftime for the fans. 14-0 again is our halftime score. Batesville scoring twice in the first period to grab the lead. That pretty well wraps up, I think, all the seniors that are being introduced here tonight. Now the football guys head for the locker room to
Ladies and gentlemen,
their teammates and their coaching staff.
Not only do they have plans to attend college in the
Fans showing their
future,
appreciation
or
for all the
future
seniors with their
plans,
applause.
or extracurricular activities. Once again, give all these
The band
seniors
running out there to get
Right, the band
formation.
members are joining their 14-0 halftime at Spartan Stadium tonight. Batesville is out in front. Final regular season home game. You're watching the TV3 Game of the Week, and Ron and I will return with the second half right after this.
Bigfoot or
Play basketball.
boy foul.
Second half about to get underway here tonight with Batesville and Connersville from the CHS Stadium. And it is Batesville 14, Connersville nothing as we start the second half of this game.
Yeah, again, 14-0. You would have thought with that first quarter that it would have been a lot
That's
more.
right,
but,
the way they
yeah.
started off here.
But our defense stepped up and, again, can't help but wonder why Batesville kind of abandoned the running of Trey Heidlich. He was running wild against us, but,
Yes.
again, we stopped him a few times and they thought, well, okay, let's try to start some passing, and their offense hasn't recovered. But we haven't done anything with our offense.
That's right. Connersville kicks off to the Bulldogs as we begin the second half. Cole Martin will be kicking off for CHS. And here we go. And overend will be taken at the 18-yard line by a Batesville boy who slips and falls and heads for the far side.
Wow.
And he breaks through a bunch of Connersville defenders as he's on the sideline, and finally he's brought down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that guy, number 7, one of the smallest guys on their field, he just followed his blockers and he just turned on the jets and got Batesville in excellent field position. And we'll find out if the Trey Heidlich show returns.
That was Isaiah Rappel. He is all of 5'6".
Yeah, Beckman just crushed him.
So the Bulldogs in Connersville territory for the first play of the second half. Around the 30-yard line, here's Heidlich firing a pass that falls incomplete. Good defense by Connersville.
Yeah, very nice defense. Again, they just have not been able to connect on any throw down the field. It's been those short passes out to the sidelines that have been completed. Other than that, they haven't been able to do anything.
Second and 10 for Batesville. Quarterback loses the ball for a moment, picks it up, but is immediately dropped by a Spartan.
Yeah, Batesville definitely not firing on all cylinders since that first quarter. The Spartans, they're coming out fired up.
Loss on the play of 5.
Oh, he's got a guy wide
down
open.
play, and
yeah. He's in.
pass complete and into the end zone. Runs a Batesville ball carrier.
Yeah, he had number 25 wide open down the middle and would like to go to the other, but still the same thing happened, a touchdown.
Yeah, Austin Seifert was the boy who took the pass on the near side and scrambled into the end zone.
We just, again, not something that you wanted to have happen coming out after we stopped them and held them to no points in that second quarter. To have them come out and score this quickly into the third.
We're in the first minute of the second half, and Batesville has scored. Here goes the extra point try. It is up, and
that's good.
It's good, and they have 21 points now. And the Spartans 0, and it will be Connersville now receiving the Bulldogs kick.
Hard to play from behind, hard to, again, come out with a half and have a couple of good defensive stops where we actually, they got some negative yards. It was 3rd and, 13 or so. right there for them to come right back and score. It's, can be deflating. Again, 21-0. We got to remember we played very well that second half, the second quarter defensively. We got to pick up something offensively. That goes without saying.
Batesville will be, as we mentioned, kicking off to the Spartans, and they'll get the ball for the first time in the second half. Down now by 3 touchdowns.
Batesville, nice. Trey Hylage is one of the best players we have seen.
Yes.
Some of his passes have been, easy passes that have been dropped.
$11 minutes and 11 seconds on the third quarter clock here at CHS. Ball is taken near the goal line by Connorsville, and the receiver is stopped around the 5.
Yeah, but Lynch, it looked like he was trying to get back up and slipped due to the wetness of the field. Yeah, as he just went down, he wasn't going to go anywhere as the field's still getting saturated.
That was Gavin Lynch, who was hoping to return that kick for greater yardage than what he got.
Right. And we've had horrible field position, Fran,
right,
all game long.
That's true.
When you're constantly getting the ball deep in your own territory and the offense not firing on all cylinders, it really pumps up the Bulldog defense to be able to, really put a lot of pressure on us. And again, being down, there's that, okay, we got to make something happen each and every time.
Inside their own 10, and forward comes the ball carrier. Maybe picks up 2.
First with the ball carrier.
If he's lucky, I think he may have got
Pick up the yard.
just the yard.
Okay, so it'll be second down for the Spartans, 2nd and 9.
Spartans, again, very deep in their own territory. You feel that pressure, and being down 21, so, pressure all over them.
Sure. Comes a snap from center, and rolling out to the near side is Toole. Cuts the corner, gets up to the 16, 17-yard line. That's right, it is Lynch. I thought it was Toole there for a moment.
Yeah, he disguised that very well. Again, he was just a little bit of a stiff arm away from breaking that open a little bit. I don't know if he got where he got.
He's going to remain in at quarterback.
Yeah, Lynch he would have went. I thought it was the way he went got the arm out there. I thought he may have extended enough for that first down.
Yeah, the rest finally decided it's the 1st and 10 for
finally,
Connorsville.
they're taking forever to call first down.
I thought so. I thought, what's the holdup here? It's at the 22-yard line of Connorsville.
Great awareness from Lynch right there to know where he's at on the field, know where the marker's at to go for it.
He rolls up, leads off, and gets to the line of scrimmage, I believe, is the ball carrier. Can you tell who that is, Ron?
I couldn't tell. It looked like it was, may have been, that was Toole.
Toole on the ball carrier.
Yeah, it was Toole.
Okay, number 3.
Yeah, he, again, we haven't had any success, much to write home about, going between the guards, going up the middle of this Batesville offensive or defensive line. We haven't been able to really do too much, and we really haven't been doing anything to stretch it out either.
So 2nd and 8 for Connorsville, deep in their own territory, down 3 touchdowns in this game with Batesville.
Oh, there's a lane. Beautiful as we say that.
Toole, the ball carrier.
Warren Toole carries the ball up to about the 29. It's going to be another 1st and 10.
Yep.
Found a hole that opened momentarily, and Warren carries the ball and is tripped up right near the 30-yard line. It'll be spotted at the 28.
Just as we talk about the defensive line from Batesville, our offensive line opens up that beautiful beautiful lane there for Toole to get in and get that first down.
Comes a play. Lynch kept the ball, tried to turn the corner, and
they didn't bring him down. That's for him to not go down. He
picks up maybe a yard.
Love watching that kid play again. He's listed as 5'7". That may be stretching it. He may be 140-something pounds with his pads on, but that kid, he again doesn't play like it at all. He plays like he's a monster out there, and rightfully so. Good news, he's a freshman.
Here's a 2nd and 9 for Connersville in their own territory, trying to do something with that football. They move forward.
There's a fumble.
Loose football.
Yeah, it looks like Batesville got it.
Sure did.
Yeah, again, it was one of those plays where it looked like it was kind of getting busted up a little bit. It looked like we kind of fooled them, but, just right there,
and they knocked the ball
goes
loose.
Away. Yeah.
That was Beckman with the ball, number 33.
Oh, no, they knocked it out of Adams' hands, it looked like.
Oh, was it Adam?
Yeah, because I thought it was going to Beckman, too.
Oh, okay.
Look, we may have fooled ourselves on that one.
So the Bulldogs had the ball in Connersville territory at the 31-yard line. Let's see what happens. Bulldogs out in front, 21-0.
Oh, nice lane. Wow,
that's off, and the ball carrier is into the end zone, looks like.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. You talk about a lane. I saw that from my angle right here. I mean, look at that. That is just beautiful. Nowhere to be seen. I mean, he doesn't get touched until, right. I mean, he's 15 yards down. And
it's Isaiah Riffle, a 5'6" junior at Batesville High School, who scrambles into the end zone.
Yeah, he's their smallest guy on the field.
That's right.
One of their fastest. And
they go up 27-0 here after recovering the fumble deep in Connersville territory.
Again, that lane opened up. Anybody up here in this press box could have ran that one in.
Here's a point after try. Like all the others, it's good.
It is good.
And they go up 28-0 here in this third period of play with 7 minutes and 40 seconds show on the clock.
Yeah, again, that's what good teams do, Fran. Whenever an opportunity presents themselves, when a turnover happens, they push it in and
take full advantage of any mistakes that your opponent makes.
That's something that we talk about all the time.
Yes.
We talk about all the time. They take advantage of our mistakes. They make us pay for our mistakes, and that's what good teams do. And, obviously they're a good team. They've only fumbled twice, and one of them was tonight with this rain, and they haven't fumbled since.
Batesville kicks off to Connersville.
Yeah, that guy's getting tired kicking.
I don't think so.
He probably enjoys it.
I think he probably kicks off a lot in every game.
Yeah, that's right. Scoring 33 a game. Yeah, not a bad.
End over end, and taken by the Spartan at a 15-yard line, 20, 25, 26.
Yeah, that was Lynch. It kind of scared me a little bit. Came off his shoulder pad, but he kept his concentration and got it. And
that's number 15 for the Spartans.
Considering the field position we have started with this half, it's not too bad a field position. At the
27, I think, is where it's spotted, yes.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Connersville at their own 27.
The Spartans have managed only 3 points the last 2 games here at Spartan Field. We got to get more.
Kelly in at quarterback, hands off. A nice hole opens up, but it quickly closes at about the 22-yard line, 32-yard line.
That's a nice open field tackle there from number 33.
Pick up a 5 or 6 on the play.
And they picked him up afterwards. Nice sportsmanship there. Nice lane opened up there. We got to open up a few more.
7 minutes on the clock here in the third period.
Yeah, first down.
Spartans getting up to the 40-yard line.
Circle there, getting us a first down.
Landon Circle picks up the yardage for 1st and 10 for Connersville.
We've had series like this, Fran, where we've had a couple good plays.
Yes.
We've had a couple first downs, and then for whatever reason, Batesville turns it up, and we stop. Hopefully this is not one of those instances where they stop us from having a little bit of momentum.
First and 10 for the Spartans in their own territory, at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's nice.
Up to the middle.
Well,
trying to grab the ball.
To the 47. Maybe the 48-yard line is where the ball is.
Gabbage on that ball for dear life as he had a couple of Batesville guys trying to strip him of the ball, and he was having none of that.
So it'll be second down for the Spartans, second and about 3.
Yeah, again, nice momentum for the Spartans.
Tight formation for Connorsville.
Oh, he's met, yeah.
Ball carrier is pushed back. Let's see where his forward motion is.
They're going to give him right at the line right there. Yeah.
Toole, who took the handoff and lost maybe.
Oh, looks like they are going to make him lose a yard or so. Well, I guess not.
The third down for Connorsville.
Yeah, definitely 4-down territory right here for the Spartans.
Spartans need about 3 yards to keep the football. A little over 5 minutes to go in the third period.
Oh, see, not
Somebody
good.
jumped, took over
Yeah.
flags. Illegal procedure against the Spartans will cost them 5.
That's a third and long.
It's going to make it, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, not something that you want to have happen when you're having some positive plays right now. Again, can't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yes. It's a good point.
I mean, that's been what's been going on this whole game is it seems like we get some positive and then something like this happens.
Yes. Well, we've seen that about all season long, Ron.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's because of excitement that something's positive happening, but again, we got to remember you can't get 28 points on one play.
Yes,
You
that's
know.
right. Good point. Kelly hands off, and player is stopped after maybe a pickup of a couple of yards. See where they spot the football.
Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and punt. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to.
It's going to be 4th for the Spartans.
Yeah, going to definitely punt it. Got to get a good punt. We've only had one decent punt tonight. Still a lot of rain out there. We've had punts off the side of our foot.
Yes. It's been a tough night for the kids.
Yeah.
Snap from center.
Well, he's like, wow, I got plenty of seat.
Was
That's a
dropped,
good
but
punt.
he picks it up and punts the ball, and it'll land around on the inside the 19-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Batesville.
I tell you what, our kicker Cole, he was waiting for some guys in white all over him, and he realized it, and he could have maybe ran for it, but he elected to kick it, and that was a good punt.
Okay, so Batesville will be taking over at their own 19. 1st and 10, just under 4 minutes to go here in the third period. Our defensive kids have been out there a long time tonight,
A long
Ron.
time. It seems like they've been out double compared to what our offensive unit's been out.
Yes.
Oh, that was not a good play.
See,
Ripple the ball carrier.
Spartan defender.
Brought down at the 19-yard line.
Nice stop there for
Box on the stop for the
Connorsville.
start.
No gain on the play, so 2nd and 10. Here's Highledge looking
there's
for a
nobody
receiver. All are covered, so he runs it to the near side and pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
He may have. Yeah, he does have the first down. Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, is he going to give it to him?
Yeah.
Ball being spotted on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they're moving the chains. Put it at the 30-yard line.
And
First and 10.
I thought he was down by the 33 too. I thought it was definitely, but then the way they spotted it, I could see where he went out of bounds.
Running to the far side.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
Batesville
Beckman got
player.
it.
Oh, nice defense by Connorsville.
Yeah, well, we've seen that with
Jason Beckman brought the ball carrier down.
We've met them with speed when they've stretched it out like that. But when it's Highledge, it just seems like that kid can make something out of nothing happen.
Batesville scored twice in the first period, and they've scored twice here in this third period. Went scoreless in the second quarter. Here's a guy breaking through for some pretty good pickup of about 33-yard line.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. The only penalties we've had are penalties of the offsides, legal procedure. Have not had a hold. Of course, I've seen quite a few.
Beckman was in on the tackle for the Spartans along with Anthony McLean.
Yeah,
There's a Bulldog breaking loose and finally caught from behind and brought down around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, saw that happening. Saw him got that step, and Heilich, beautiful pass, got him on the stride. And
Colton Glover caught up with him, or he'd be in the end zone by now.
Yeah, he had just that enough step on Glover, and we better get a guy off the field. And the flag came out. We didn't have a guy off the field, so our guy did not come off the field in time. So I'm not sure if they'll call that offside or too many men on the field. I'm not sure what they'll do on that. But our guy didn't come off the field in time.
Play is stopped because of the flag.
Yep.
Comes a call from the ref.
Yeah, too many guys on the field right there.
Legal substitution on the defense.
That helped Batesville as if they needed any help.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Again, you take what's given to you and you turn it in, turn lemon into lemonade.
Right. It's the 1st and 5 for the Bulldogs. Deep in Connersville territory again.
Yeah, he stopped right there. That was good anticipation.
Highly snaked the ball. 3-4 guys in red. Drop him down.
Landon Fry there, number 60. He got in there quickly. Was that Fry? Couldn't tell.
Number 66 was
66.
In the
Clayton Fox.
Clayton Fox, right.
Yeah, okay.
Second down coming up for Batesville. Here's Heidlich firing a pass. That falls incomplete.
Hey, the guy was open. Just a terrible pass from Heidlich right there. One of the bad things he's done. One of the bad things he's done all night. Just he had a little bit of step there on Tool. If he'd threw it where it should have been, it might have been 6.
So a 3rd and 8 coming up for the Bulldogs in Connersville territory. Three guys wide to the far side.
Oh, wow.
Here's a play. Heilich running for his life, coming to the near side. Finally forced out of bounds, but not before he gets to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like
penalty on the play.
Yeah, penalty on the play. Let's
Another
find out
penalty
what the
marker.
penalty is and see what we got here. Can't see anything there. Nice stiff arm there from Heilich. So that's a
holding against the Spartans.
No, against Batesville.
Oh, okay. You're right, against Batesville. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that is good. That is good.
Yep.
Back to the 28-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and about 17 yards for the Bulldogs.
Again, talk about that's the first hold, at least first hold I remember. I don't think we've had any other.
I think you're right. Yeah, we've had some 5-yard mark-offs, but
oh, that was a beautiful pass. Wow.
Completed inside the.
That was a needle right there. Our guy was right there with him, and whoa.
Yeah, he almost was able to break up the play, but not quite, as the Batesville guy hangs on to the ball.
Yep. For a first down. Again, Batesville coming up with the big plays when it matters. Ooh, that's a
wide to the far side is Heidlich. Spartans finally bring him down. Let's see what he picks up.
Yeah, I thought that was a busted play a little bit there, as Heilich got a lot more yards than I thought he was going to get again. That guy, he hustles and earns every yard he gets.
Around the 5-yard line for Batesville, around the 5 of Connersville, with a 2nd down and 3 coming up.
Yep.
Heilich on the keeper. Touchdown.
As he gets into the end zone.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Again.
That was a beautiful 5-yard run up the middle. And again, when you open up those kind of lanes, Fran, as he's just following his guy in, and
yes,
that's going to happen every time.
3rd touchdown of the 3rd period for Batesville. Getting ready for the point after try is the kicker, Nate Slavin. Here's a snap from center. It's on its way.
And that's good.
And they have 35 points in this ball game.
Yep. What a great offensive show this half.
5 touchdowns, 5 extra points. That's
That's what you
That's
want.
100%.
Yeah, that's what you want. Again, Batesville. I figured that they would come back with Hyledge doing a lot more running. He is obviously doing a lot more. But number 7 has really stood out. His passing has been better than the first half. So, they've scored more touchdowns this quarter than they did all the first half.
We're in the final minute of the third period as Batesville will line up for the kick.
And they're taking advantage of what we're giving them. They're taking advantage of our mistakes.
True. Right, that's been the story here tonight.
Slavin on the kick for the Bulldogs. Tool winks back deep for the spot.
I'd like to see us run one back. We haven't had one yet.
That's right. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Ball dropped by the receiver, picks up, comes forward, gets to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Lynch dropping them and picking them right back up. Concentration.
Right.
Yeah.
Got a slippery ball tonight.
Yeah. And again, we've had, seems like the offense has done well, and until we make a mistake or they pick it up. We just haven't been. I mean, that's our consistency right there. We get stalled. Something that we haven't had a full-fledged, obviously in the end zone. That's why we have a goose egg on the board.
That's right.
But we got to somehow eliminate the offsides, the turnovers, anything that stops a drive.
Ball at their own 25-yard line as the Spartans go to work. It's a snap from center. Kelly hands off, and the ball carrier is dropped for a loss. Lyman Serpa.
Yeah, he was met immediately as soon as he got the ball.
Yes. Second down coming up for Connersville as the clock is running down.
Yeah,
that may be the final play of the third period.
It looks like we're about
to break from the huddle.
Yeah, it looks like we're the clock and the 40-second clock are about even, so definitely got to make this play.
Snap from center.
Ooh.
Up through the middle, maybe to the 26, 27-yard line.
Yeah, that's
Pick
the end
up
of
for the Spartans.
It was a nice little lane open up there for that split second, and it was filled pretty quickly by a Batesville Bulldog.
Circle carried the ball, and it will be early flags are down there. The officials are conferring out there.
Probably thinking, how are we going to keep dry?
That could be.
Hopefully nobody calls timeout. There's a lot of passes where the clock stops. That's what they want to get out of there. They're all drenched.
Okay, fourth quarter about to get underway here at Spartan Stadium tonight. Batesville out in front. Batesville has won the Class 3A section of the Indiana Athletic Conference. They have 3 big. This is not a conference game because Connersville is 4A and
right,
they're 3A. And South, East Central, of course, has won the 4A section of this.
They've already won next year's 4A sectional.
You're probably right,
yeah, and they don't do that basketball. They don't have the difference of
it's
the
all
classes.
Everybody's out for themselves.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's wide open.
Yeah, well, we're the 3 or 4 time defending champions.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so 4 time, three outright.
That's right.
1 tied.
We tied one with Greensburg, I think.
Yeah.
And then the other ones we were out. So the Spartans will be defending champion conference in basketball.
Yeah. So.
Okay, fourth period. 12 minutes to play in this ball game here tonight, as it has been pretty well Batesville in control. Spartans have showed spurts now and then, Ron, of being able to move the ball, but as we pointed out, something happens that stops their momentum.
Yeah, we have a 3rd and short, and we'll have an offside that puts us 3rd and long, and then Batesville turns if their defense stops us. I mean, that's just been what's been going on. The thing that's frustrating for the kids are those penalties. When Landon made one of the offsides, you could tell he was just distraught, and that was in the second quarter. We were doing pretty well.
4th and 6 for Connersville, so it's a punt situation as the ball is at the Connersville 29-yard line. Martin back to do the punting, stands at the 15. Here's a snap, pretty good one from center. Gets it off, it's high, and will come down at the 48-yard line. Caught by a Batesville boy, so that's where they will take over their own 48.
Yeah, nice punt there from
Martin. Going to be down at the 48-yard line.
Batesville again. Their offense has, it's you can't guess what they're going to do. Their passing has been picked up this half, where that second quarter the passing wasn't very good at all, and we were able to stop that, and then we were able to set on the run and prevent them from scoring. That second quarter, but they came out, they're firing on all cylinders this half.
1st and 10 as we begin the fuller period. Batesville with the ball and the lead. Here's a handoff, and the runner goes to his right, met by some Spartans. It was Isaiah Ruffle who carried the football for the Bulldogs and picked up 3 yards or so.
One thing that I'm very impressed with Batesville is that, again, this no huddle, they're running it very efficiently, not taking too much time in between plays.
Here's Heidlich handing off. Runner goes to the right, gets to about the 45-yard line before they stop.
Brought down near the 45.
That guy's earned some yards the hard way. He had that big long touchdown, number 7.
3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 4 for Batesville. They're in Connersville territory. Ball spotted at the 44 of Connersville.
Oh, nice.
Plunge forward the ball carrier. It'll be enough for the 1st and 10 as he gets the ball to about the 37.
Yeah, that was a nice play there. Nice running, nice lane. Again, when you open up lanes like that, only good things can happen.
That's true. That's the 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Shotgun formation, quarterback. Heidlich, hands off. Ball carrier moves forward to about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, getting 5 or 6 yards on each play. It's, again, that makes for, it wears out your defense.
That's true. I mean, these kids have been on the field most of this ball game.
Yeah, and the way that their no huddle is we're not able to substitute like we want to.
Maxwell cranking on the tackle for the Spartans. Here comes the play, and it is
another 1st down.
Nice defense by Connersville. I believe he did move the ball to the 1st and 10. I thought he was short.
Yeah, that kid, he's going to grind it out, try to get every last centimeter that he can, and he got enough for that 1st down. And again, talking about this no huddle, they're back at it again, and our guys are getting wore down.
Deep in Connersville territory, the 25-yard line is Batesville.
Yeah.
There's a pileup right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss in the play back to the 26.
Yeah, that was number 10 there. Got the snap and just kind of slipped down a little bit. Yeah, Austin Pullman.
No loss in the play, so it's 2nd down and 10 for Batesville.
Yeah, that was, you can thank the mud for that one. Yeah, I would not foresee them doing any passing at all the rest of the game. They'll fake it like that.
to the 20-yard line is the ball carrier. It'll be short of the first and 10.
And, that's what you want to do offensively. You want to give yourselves third and shorts if you're going to get a third down, third and short. And here's another one coming up for Batesville.
Evan Schaefer in on the tackle for Connersville. So it's third down and about 3 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's taking forever to get that guy down.
Spartans bring him down finally.
Yeah, here's some flags, I think.
Penalty on the court.
Yeah, I think we probably get a personal foul.
Yeah.
Looks like that may be what's going on. We can't have that right now.
No, that's what the officials are conferring about, and here comes a walk-off against Connersville.
Yep. Dead ball. Yeah, personal foul.
Personal foul.
Yeah, but again, when the play's dead, it's dead. You can't, just a little bit too over-aggressive.
Put the ball around the 10-yard line. See where the official may be inside the 10, around the 9. So first and goal for Batesville.
Yeah, nice.
There's the play.
Slip.
On the keeper.
Spartan defenders move in.
On the 7-yard line.
Heidlich keeps the ball and is tripped up by the Spartans.
They're just, I tell you what, they're an incredible offensive machine. Yeah, again, right. We're stopping them right here. We're reading what they're doing. And, if we can prevent them from scoring and getting a field goal out of this, you got to take a little bit of a mini victory on that.
At the 10-yard line, it'll be third goal.
So third down coming up for the Bulldogs. Up in this ball game, 35-0 over CHS.
And I wonder if they would even go for a field goal right here, Fran. Up 35-0, might as well just go for it. Fourth down. If you don't get it, Connersville's deep in their territory.
Third and goal. There is Coleman is in at quarterback right now. Their backup quarterback. He backs up, slips and falls at about the 23-yard line. Connersville.
That's fourth and goal from the 23.
Right.
So, that's good stop there from the Spartans. Just when talking about the impressive offensive unit that is Batesville, the Spartans come up with a major stop right here, and they're going for it.
Yeah, they are going to go for a field goal, aren't they?
That's going to be a 38-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a 38 or 39-yard field goal. Very makeable.
It's Braden Foster
and it's
who
blocked.
Is their field goal trier, and he's misses. It's blocked, and the Spartans have the football, return it up to the 49-yard line of Connersville.
Yeah, that's got to not feel good to get Schaefer on the block right there. I mean, that nailed him. But he, I think, tried to catch his win and go after the ball. He wasn't sure exactly what to do with that, but that's a live ball, and he's over there. He's loving every minute of it, getting that block, but he's certainly going to feel it in the morning.
So the Spartans will have the football at their own 48-yard line is where it's placed.
Yeah, and that guy has a leg. He could have made that 39-yard.
Oh, I'm sure he could have. Yes.
He was making a few of them and kicking them pretty hard.
Yeah, before the game, right.
So again, let's get on the scoreboard right here.
That's right, a break for the Spartans.
Yeah.
Let's capitalize on one.
Yeah, that's right.
Kelly under center.
Oh, nice.
Hands off into Batesville territory. The ball carrier. That's Circle carrying it for Connersville, number 42. Gets it to the Batesville 46-yard line. Second down coming up for the Spartans. Call it a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, right now we're just playing for a little bit of pride to get on the scoreboard.
Yes. A little over 5 minutes to play in tonight's game.
Got the first down
for the Spartans as they move the ball to the 44-yard line.
We've had a lot of first downs tonight,
circle
Fran.
carrying.
Yeah, I've lost track of how many we've had, but we've had a lot of first downs, and you would think that we've had so many that you're hard to believe that we have a goose egg on the board. But, again, we have had series of stall.
Right, something's happened to stop our momentum. And it's been the story of this ball game.
Yeah,
here's Beckman, I think, taking the ball, moving to his left, gets inside the 40.
It's got to be tough for Beckman or Landon or anybody who gets the ball. As you see right here, he gets the ball, and he'll see three guys in white right there, three Batesville Bulldogs. Where's his teammates at? I mean, he tried to dive or jump a little bit to try to get a little bit of an extra yard or so out of it. But, again, you're met by a wall of Bulldogs.
Lynch comes in at quarterback, freshman for CHS. Takes a snap from center.
And he's met pretty quickly, too.
And keeps the football and pushed back.
He may have picked up one or two.
Let's see where his forward motion moves.
Oh, maybe just
to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not
they
sure
move the sticks a little bit. It'll be third down coming up for Connersville.
Yeah, the Spartans, again, trying to do anything they can to get something going and keep something going.
3rd and 4 for Connersville.
And this is 3rd and manageable.
Absolutely. Let's see what the Spartans can do here.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Here's a pitch out, and it is dropped by the intended receiver, Beckman, as he was moving to his right, and the ball was pitched out to him, and he couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got anywhere anyway. He had, so many Bulldogs around
him.
They
were there to greet him.
Yeah, they were. Again, we've seen that option play. It just hasn't worked at all. Really, almost anything hasn't worked consistently. It seems like, again, we have a couple good plays, get a couple first downs, and here we are now 4th and long.
At the 37-yard line of Batesville is the football.
Let's get a first down right here.
Spartans in a tight formation.
Oh, he's got it. There's some guys in front of him.
To the far side and getting close to the 1st and 10.
At first I thought he was going to get drilled and stopped for a loss, but he kept going, and his blockers did their job, and I'm not sure if he got the first down. We'll find out. It looks like he did, yes. Yes, like that. Look at this. Here you can.
1st and 10.
Lynch is coming around here. The speed of Batesville, but he eluded number 31 and got the first down. What a nice run there. And I thought for sure, because you saw a lot of white jerseys after him, that he wasn't going to be able to get that first down, wasn't going to break around the corner. And once he did, he got the first down. Good job from Gavin.
Kelly comes into the ball game at quarterback to run the team. Takes the snap from center, and he plunges up to the middle. The ball carry gets to about the 25-yard line. He hands off to Cirqua. I think so.
Yeah. But they are real good at the deception right there. Our camera guys are doing very good at following it. Sometimes I lose who they.
That's right, I know.
Yeah.
Lynch comes back in at quarterback.
Kudos to our camera operators up there. We're in this nice warm booth. The camera guys are up there. They got the tent, but still they got the elements out there.
Sure.
Yeah, they're freezing, but they still bring the action, make us look good.
Just a minute left in tonight's ball game. It's flipped out to Beckman, comes to the near side, gets around a couple of Batesville players, and finally goes out of bounds inside the 20.
I thought that's
the clock.
Down. Yeah. 53 seconds to go. We got to get this touchdown right here. If that would have been a better pitch, we may have got more yards. It's nice stiff arm there from Beckman. Nice stiff arm.
Kelly comes back in at quarterback.
Now again, 53.3 seconds to go. Love to see us score right here, Fran. You know that. Faithful wants to see it happen, those that have stuck around in this driving rain. Now it's a pass.
That is
or is it intercepted? They're both fighting for
ref's
it.
rule, I'm not sure. There's
Touchdown, yes.
touchdown for the Spartans.
Oh, yes, that's
Well said.
Oh, that's beautiful. Boy, I tell you what, these kids deserve that. Again, nice touch
Kelly
there from
fires
Adam.
it into the end zone, and it is grabbed by
Jumped
Warren.
over his back.
Stewart, wasn't it?
That was beautiful. Yeah. Looks like it was number 9.
Oh, okay, right. I was thinking it was number 3.
Number 27, Cole
Evan
Martin,
Schaefer.
to 50 extra point.
Okay, a point
Like
after
it.
try coming up. Spartans get on the scoreboard.
Yes, like it. That was awesome. Jumping over the kid's back like that, going up there fighting for it. And that's good.
Martin's extra
Extra
point is
point
good.
try is good, and the Spartans have 7 points in this ball game.
I love it. Nice touch there from Adam to Evan, as Evan fought for that one. That was probably his hardest fought touchdown ever, and comes on senior night.
Okay, well, we're getting ready for the Spartans kickoff to Batesville.
And the good thing about Evan is that he's a sophomore, so he'll have more of those touchdowns from Kelly, I'm sure.
Yes, 45 seconds left in tonight's game.
This may upset Batesville. They may try to score before. They may use all 3 timeouts. Do we have all the time? We haven't. It looks like on the screen they don't have any.
I'm not positive they've taken any timeouts.
I don't think they have.
I don't either.
Yep, everybody has all their timeouts, so who knows? They may try to stretch this one out.
Martin will place it down at the 40-yard line to kick off to Batesville.
See if we offside kick,
Get
it, throw another touchdown real quick. In 45 seconds, we may score 5 more touchdowns for the win. It's been done before. Maybe not. Maybe in Madden it has.
I'm not sure if that's ever been done or not.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's not going to be done tonight.
Nice kick by Martin as it will roll
Into
and
the end
roll
zone.
and roll into the end zone. They'll be brought out to the 20.
Yeah. Glad that they scored. Very good. Their defense has been out on that field a lot.
Yes.
That it was good to have the offense get up there and score. And again, it's a testament to how these kids they play the whole game. They never give up. They keep trying and we knew that 35 seconds or 35 to nothing with 53 seconds to go that we're not going to win this ball game, but it didn't matter to the boys. They wanted that score.
That's true. They kept working just as hard as they did at the beginning.
And they're going for the victory formation right now. Batesville is. So, this is going to be it right here.
Yeah, give the Spartans credit. I mean, these kids,
Was there a
unfortunately,
timeout?
they won the.
Oh, no, it is. I thought. Yeah, this is the ball game right here. But, you're right, Frank. Give them credit.
And Batesville won the battle of mistakes, I guess, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, they took advantage. The one mistake that they had, that fumble in that first quarter, was only their second fumble all season long.
Yes.
We weren't able to turn it into points, and then we fumbled right away after that. Right after their first touchdown, we fumbled right away, and then they scored right. But then everything slowed down for a little bit. That second quarter, we shut them out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Spartans' defense was really good in that second 12 minutes of play.
And what seemed like a 14-0 score seemed very, very, hey, we could do something, but Batesville came back and scored right away with less than a minute to go, or less than a minute off the clock in the third quarter, and it was on from there.
Right, the Spartans shut them out in the second quarter and the fourth quarter, but it was the first and third where we couldn't contain them, and they came away, the Bulldogs did, with their seventh victory of the season against 2 losses, and for the Spartans, unfortunately, it's 0-9 on the record for the regular season.
Yeah, that's not something you want when you come into the season. You don't want to go out of the regular season with no wins. But again, the second season starts next week against a familiar foe in Richmond. Richmond hasn't had the best season either. again, it's time to just throw out the playbook and start some new plays and get a victory tomorrow or next week against Richmond. That would be fantastic.
Sectional play begins a week from tonight, and it will be the Spartans, as you pointed out, kicking on the Richmond Red Devils for the second time this year. In their first meeting in the season opener, it was a Richmond victory, but who knows? Who knows?
Crazier things have happened. We've seen it.
Well, Ron, it's been an interesting season to
Yeah.
watch the Spartans here. This kind of wraps up our coverage of Spartan football for the 2018 season. Again, the final score here tonight was Batesville 35 and the Spartans 7. Thanks for watching, everybody, on TV3 Spartan Sports. We hope you've enjoyed the season, and we'll see you soon for basketball, right?
We'll be at the bowl. We'll be at the bowl here for a girls' game.
Good night, everybody, here on TV3's Game of the Week.